Hey St. Louis, it's Angela Hochman. Thank you so much for tuning in to STL TV, where we invite you to experience St. Louis. I am delighted today because I love a good children's book, I'm not gonna lie. But I have brought on Maria L. Hinders. She is the children's book author as well as illustrator. That's a very important thing I wanna add to this adorable book, The Little Termite Who Didn't Like Wood. How's it going, Maria?
Very well, thank you for having me today. I'm excited to be here.
Good, 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 good. Okay, that might be the cutest book I have ever seen.
Thank you very much.
So we gotta jump into a whole bunch of things here. This is your first book.
It is.
Congratulations.
Thank you very much.
It's a big deal.
Thank you.
I noticed there are two copies here. We've got one in Spanish, one in English. Talk a little bit about why you chose to do this in a bilingual delivery.
Sure. Well, both editions offer both languages. The Spanish version came out first, La Termitita, a quien no le gustó la Madera, and then I did decide to give my readers a second option. I went ahead and transposed the text so that the English comes first, so we have both options there.
That is great. So are these books available both on Amazon and paperback as well?
That's right. On Amazon, you can get both of these on paperback. The Spanish edition is also available for free with a Kindle membership as an ebook. And then they're both also available on Ingram Spark. So if there are any retailers or librarians out there, go ahead and check out ingramspark.com, and you can get that there as well.
That's awesome. So, like I mentioned, this is your first book, and this is a huge thing. You should be very proud of yourself. I hope that you are.
Thank you.
You dedicated it to your daughter. How cute is that?
Yes.
So you are an English as a second language teacher, is that correct?
That's correct.
So how did you fit in book writing into your busy schedule?
Well, I'm fortunate enough to work from home as I take care of my daughter, who's 2.5, and in between, I find the time to work on illustrations, and I've gotten it done.
That is awesome. Can I ask, what is the book process writing like?
Well, I wrote the story, the original version, around 2009, as I was still working on my undergraduate degree. It was for one of many Spanish classes that I took at Webster University.
Awesome.
And I expanded it from there. In 2015, I actually hand drew the illustrations, markers, crayons, colored pencils.
Yes.
And it wasn't until 2021 that I decided to teach myself how to use Adobe Illustrator and digitize all of the illustrations.
Wow. I like that you didn't wait for someone else to jump on this. You took matters in your own hands. You're like, I want to write a book. I want to make it bilingual. I want to get it out into the world ASAP. Oh, and I also want to draw the pictures and paint them. I think that's really cool and admirable that you completely created this book on your own.
Thank you.
So did you publish or self-publish? Talk about that.
Well, I am self-published. Last year, I went ahead and started my own publishing company, Pinecone Publications, which also has a sister company now that we can talk about. So yes, I self-published. November of 2022 is when I released the book on my daughter's 2nd birthday.
The best birthday gift. What a cool mom. Here's a book and your name's in it forever, little daughter. Yeah. That's so cute. So wait, is there a significance between the name Pinecone Publications?
Well, pinecone, a pinecone is actually symbolic of human enlightenment, and that's because the pineal gland is in the shape of a pinecone.
Wow. Okay, I also heard, I'm not calling you this, I heard that you are a bug nerd.
Yes.
What the heck? Talk a little bit about how one gets that title.
Right. Well, I would call myself a bug nerd. I've always just been fascinated with entomology. And as a child, I always wanted to be an entomologist when I grew up. I just love insects. And so I love languages, I love to create, and I love insects. And so I kind of took all of those passions and put them together for this book.
That is so awesome. How has the response been since you've had this book published?
Very positive. I have sold quite a few copies so far. The reviews on Amazon have been great.
Yes, that's great. Are you getting some reviews in English, some in Spanish?
The majority have been in English, I'm sorry, but
Okay.
I do have one review that came from a person in Spain, and that was also a positive review on Amazon.
Wow. That's awesome. So I want to back up just a tad. You mentioned Pinecone has a sister company. Can you share any information about that?
Yes, well, I mentioned that I teach English as a second language. I've been doing that for 5 years. I got my start in Jakarta, Indonesia in 2018, and been doing that online since I've been home to give individualized one-on-one English lessons. And so now Pinecone Linguistics is accepting corporate contracts as well as individual students. And so
whoa.
if you or your employees could use some improvement in the English skills, I would be the person to contact.
That is awesome. Okay, so Maria, there is a rumor that you have a second book in the works. Can you talk a little about that?
That's right. I have begun my next book, which is entitled You're a Luna Moth Too, and it's about a Luna Moth caterpillar who goes on a quest to find her wings.
Okay, now I'm definitely seeing a theme here, and you just might be an actual bug nerd. I said it. No, I love that. I think that's really cool. And also another pattern I'm picking up is mindfulness in these books.
All right, what I really wanted to do, of course I wanted to provide a fun language learning tool for children and parents alike, but I also wanted to convey a positive message. And so I don't want to ruin the ending of the book, but in the end, the termite, she goes on a quest to find a new way of life, and finds that what she craved was at home all along. And so that's really the message there, is that what we crave is at home, which is to say within.
Absolutely. I think, and that is such a great message for people of all ages. Usually we go looking for stuff and seeking this and that, and I'm like, we actually have everything that we need for the most part.
That's right.
So I think that's really cool that you are instilling that into your young readers. Something catching my eye on both books is a little sticker on there. What's that about?
Yes, I have won an award, Firebook Book Awards. It gave me an award for the 2022 bilingual children books.
That's awesome. And the Speak Up Talk Radio, I'm not familiar with that. Can you share a little bit about it?
It's a talk radio station, and they do host book awards. I'm not sure if it's quarterly or a couple times a year.
Okay.
And so it was the first book award that I applied for, and I won.
Well, okay, so you're 1 for 1. It's looking good. Do you have any goals with this or the second book that you can share before we wind down?
I do plan to have this book translated to other languages. The first will be Portuguese. One of my English as a second language students from Brazil will be translating it to Portuguese for me.
Oh my gosh.
And beyond, I'm not sure what other languages we'll do next.
Sky's the limit, my friend. Yes. You clearly knocked it out of the park. Your first book, you have won this really awesome award. It's going to be followed by a wonderful, adorable second bug-themed book, which I cannot wait to read. So your stuff is available where? Where can people buy the book and keep up with you?
You can find the book either on Amazon.com as well as IngramSpark.com for our retailers. And you can follow me on Facebook as well as Instagram. Or you can catch me at PineconePublications.com.
I love it. And they can shoot you a direct message there, Maria at PineconePublications.com if people have a message. But yeah, your website's a great place to sign up for newsletters, right? And don't you kind of have updates and teasers and things like that? So it's a great place to get plugged in. Maria, thank you so much for your time. Thanks for putting out important, sweet, mindful books like this. There should be more of these.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
Anytime. Well, that's going to do it for right now. But thank you so much for tuning in to STL TV, where you get to experience St. Louis while you're online following Maria and all of her book ventures. Make sure you follow STL TV. We are everywhere, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, you name it, and the good old-fashioned website, www.stltv.net. Tons of great programs going on. Tune in, check us out, and we'll see you next time. Thanks for watching.